Did you know the Bible lists 7 things that God hates, one of which is an abomination to him? These are not just minor sins, they are detestable in his eyes. Today, we'll uncover these sins from Proverbs 6:16-19 and see how they affect our lives. Stay with us until the end, because the 7th sin is so serious that God calls it an abomination. 1. A proud look. The first thing God hates is a proud look, haughty eyes. Pride makes us believe we don't need God. It was pride that led Satan to fall from heaven. Proverbs 16:18 warns, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." Pride blinds us. It makes us rely on ourselves instead of God. James 4:6 says, "God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble." If we want God's blessing, we must walk in humility, recognizing that everything we have comes from Him. 2. A lying tongue. God despises lies. Why? Because Satan is the father of lies, John 8:44. Lying destroys trust, spreads deception, and ruins lives. Proverbs 12:22 says, "Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who deal truthfully are His delight." Lying isn't just words, it's a lifestyle. From false testimonies to deception in business, every lie distances us from God. Revelation 21:8 warns that liars will not enter heaven. Instead of lies, we must speak truth in love, Ephesians 4:25. 3 hands that shed innocent blood. Murder is one of the greatest sins, yet it happens daily. Abortion, violence, and unjust killings all fall into this category. Exodus 20:13 commands, "You shall not murder." But it's not just physical murder. Hatred in the heart is also condemned. 1 John 3:15 says, "Whoever hates his brother is a murderer." We must love, not destroy. Jesus calls us to forgive and seek peace, Matthew 5:9. 4. A heart that devises wicked plans. God sees beyond actions, He sees the heart. People may fool others, but not God. Jeremiah 17:9 warns, "The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked." Scheming for evil, whether through scams, oppression, or revenges, a sin God despises. Proverbs 3:5-6 tells us to trust in the Lord, not our own wicked plans. Instead of evil, let's seek righteousness and integrity. 5. Feet that run swiftly to evil. Some people don't just fall into sin, they run toward it. God hates when people eagerly chase after wickedness. Proverbs 1:16 says, "Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed blood." This could be in the form of addiction, gossip, or crime. 1 Thessalonians 5:22 tells us, "Abstain from every form of evil." Instead of running to sin, we should run to God's righteousness. 2 Timothy 2:22. 6. A false witness who speaks lies. Bearing false witness is a direct violation of the 10 Commandments. It can ruin lives, cause injustice, and even destroy entire communities. God hates lying lips, but He loves truth, Proverbs 19:9. Spreading false stories, twisting the truth, and slandering others are serious sins. Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue." Let's use our words for truth, not destruction. 7. One who sows discord among brethren, an abomination to God. The final sin is the worst of them all. Proverbs 6:16 says, "These 6 things the Lord hates, yes, 7 are an abomination to Him." Sowing discord, causing division among God's people is an abomination. Satan loves division, but God calls us to unity. Let there be no divisions among you, but be perfectly joined together. Instead of spreading discord, Let's be peacemakers and bring people together in love. Now that you know the 7 things God hates, will you turn away from them? Proverbs 8:13 says, "The fear of the Lord is to hate evil." If we love God, we must reject sin and walk in righteousness. The 7th sin is not just something God hates, is an abomination. That's how serious it is. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to reflect. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more powerful biblical truths.